Welcome back. And if you're just tuning in, this is Real Estate Reality with Sergio and Samantha Saya. I've been a licensed real estate broker in New York for the last 38 years, and I've seen many things in real estate that give you the heebie-jeebies. I'm going to give you my information and my number because if you are getting threatening emails and phone calls and random people knocking at your door because you are late on your mortgage, you need to contact somebody like me. I'm a certified loss mitigation consultant, not a lawyer, but I am here with an attorney, Michael Ackerman, who's here to give us some insights into the world of real estate. My telephone number is 631-236-8546. If you have anybody bothering you with regards to your mortgage, give me a ring, okay? So now, let's bring it back to the lawsuit, okay? We were talking about the listing agreement, how the listing agreement is written, and we feel, obviously, because like Mike said the word before, self-serving, we feel self-servingly that that should have been a nice lawsuit for us to win. We shouldn't have lost that lawsuit because first of all, there's no collusion. Second of all, the listing contracts are with the selling broker, meaning the listing broker, and the listing broker is the one that is in charge of distributing the commission, and the proceeds are split. The proceeds are actually distributed at a closing, right, Michael? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I agree. The proceeds do get split at the closing, and typically, from what we usually see, if let's say the listing agent didn't have another agent involved, then the entire commission would have went to them. So typically, it's the listing agent just splitting the commission that the seller agreed to pay.
Yeah, so that's the way that I learned real estate. When I first started working in real estate, obviously it was 1984, things were a lot different.
Here we go again.
Yeah, back in the day, right? Yeah, so in my office, and all the offices that I have ever worked at, the commission was paid to the listing broker who then distributed. Then out of convenience, they split it up so that, the listing broker and the buyer's broker got their own commissions and they both went different ways. So to educate buyers and sellers about brokers' commissions, okay? This is what you need to learn. First of all, you have to understand that not all brokers are rich and successful like Samantha is, okay? The average broker out there nationally makes about $48,000 a year. Think about that, $48,000 a year. It's not really a tremendous amount of money, especially if you live in the tri-state area where things are very expensive. Mm-hmm. But secondly, you should know that a broker, an agent, splits their commission with a broker. So let's say that there's a $10,000 commission. The one side, the listing side, gets $5,000. The buyer side gets $5,000. Now that agent splits that. Usually it's about 50%. Some brokerages pay a little bit more, but for the ease of math, let's use 50%. And he gets $2,500. Out of that $2,500, they have to pay all their fees, their gas, their, the endless endless driving around with buyers and going to open houses and making offers that never get taken. So it's not that lucrative. It's not that lucrative of a business. Okay, so the commission is due on closing. And when we get to closing, they're distributed as part of everything. So the listing agent is responsible for paying the buyer's agent.
That old way that you were mentioning, I've never seen that before because, I wasn't in business as long as you.
Yeah, you weren't born.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Definitely was not born. Let's add that in.
Yeah.
That's new to me.
I remember taking you to the office when you were a toddler, and I used to set up those things that are portable cribs.
Those cages.
Yeah, and you used to bounce up and down. So let's get back to business, though. Let's not talk about toddler Sam. So Mike, tell us about the process that your office goes through. So when we have a client that we send to you, Jackie, our superwoman of the office, makes up a deal sheet and sends it to you. What happens when you receive that deal sheet? What is the process that your office undertakes?
Okay, so is this a seller or a buyer?
Sellers.
Okay, yeah, so if it's a seller, then once we get the deal sheet from your office and you guys put all the necessary info in the deal sheet, so I'm thankful for that. You should see what I get sometimes from other realtors. It's just like a name, a phone number, and figure it out yourself.
Good luck.
Yeah, so once we get that deal sheet, I like to call the client right away, just go over some of the main points of the deal, and then go over a few other questions with them, just to make sure we understand what they're trying to achieve. And then based on that discussion, we'll get a contract out to the buyer's attorney right away.
Yeah,
And
you guys are quick.
yeah, we try, and we've probably used the same contract a few times, so we know it's a good one.
Yeah.
And then basically we speak with the client just to go over the specifics of their property, any issues, things like that, and take care of it.
Very cool. When do you order title?
So once we go into contract, if we're representing a buyer, we order title immediately. I know some attorneys will wait till their client receives mortgage approval, but then you're kind of just putting everyone in a bad spot if there's title
that's
issues.
crazy.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
I know.
And at what point is the file clear to close according to you guys, which you're the last ones that, control the thing?
Yeah. Well, once title's clear,
Right.
If there's a mortgage and mortgage clearance is in, essentially everyone's giving the clear to close, then we're ready to go when everyone else is.
Cool.
So Mike, if someone wanted to reach you to use your services, how can they do that?
Let's
So,
get
yeah.
your number out there.
Yeah, so they can give us a call. They can call us at 516-877-1500. I'm already forgetting my Suffolk number, so just call that one.
Call
And they
that
could also email us at realestate@ackermanlawyers.com. And then the entire staff will receive it and someone can respond right away.
Extension 101.
Extension
Yes.
101.
And as you know, we try to send you a full package to your office, and when we send you one of our home sellers, I just want to confirm with you that these are some of the initial documents that you need. I'm going to list them off. So I usually tell my sellers to provide like the survey, the deed, any known violations, the certificate of occupancy, last title bill, payoff statement. I think we even provide you with the public record sometimes, which
Right.
is important. What do you think? How did I do?
Heads or tails above most realtors. No, that's
Yeah.
great, because then right away we can see if there's any issues that maybe we need to get addressed and can get the buyer to be okay with. Yeah.
Right.
All right, so Mr. Ackerman hits it out of the park with insightful and experienced information. If you are ever in the position of losing your house or behind on your mortgage, call our team immediately. Our hotline is 631-236-8546. Now, Mike, what do you do in the event that you have a client that is in foreclosure, in the process of losing their house?
Well, I think the first thing we do is we try to understand what they're looking to achieve. Sometimes the client, they're behind and they want to sell, right?
Right.
And then in that case, we'll try to work with them and the bank, and let's say you, if I hope you're on it,
Yeah.
and because you'll make our lives easier. And then
Right.
we'll help them in that means. Possibly if they're trying to hold on to it, then that's another story, and we'll try to help them achieve that as well.
Do you get a lot of requests for loan modifications or anything like that?
It's been a while. That used to be more of a thing, but we don't really get that much anymore.
I remember, so when it started in the 2000s, like 2005, 6, 7, I had already been doing loan modifications and short sales since 1998. And there was unscrupulous people, attorneys and mortgage and brokers,
Wow.
and they got in a lot of trouble for taking money up front, which they stopped at.
Correct.
They stopped that, I believe, in September of 2007 or 2006. That nobody can take money up front for loan mods except
Except a lawyer, but
the lawyers.
But then what happened is you found unscrupulous people who were just using the lawyer's license
Yes.
and doing it that way.
Wow.
That's correct. Well, we're at the point of no return and at the end of our show. And as always, we are happy that you contact us with any questions and you interact with us. We love that. We are real estate brokers and famous for getting our clients the best representation in the market. We hope that you will use our services and the services of our teams in the future. If you have a need for a real estate broker, not only here, but nationwide, worldwide, the Executive Group Realty is at your service. To reach the office, call us at 631-282-8992. We will see you next week, 5:30. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.